Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the very fun, mindlessly entertaining, action-packed film Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. I just got done watching it a short while ago at my local movie theater. I got a lot to say, but before I begin, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled film review. Again, if you have not seen the movie and you would like to, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers, mostly plot details, character points, and a few key action sequences. So again, spoilers ahead in case you haven't seen the film yet. You have been warned. That being said, let's jump right into it. I pretty much got what I was expecting to see. I wanted mindless, pure action and excitement and great banter and funny remarks, funny insults between Jason Statham and The Rock. And that's exactly what this movie gave us. It's like the people at Universal said, well, what if we took these two characters from the Fast and Furious films and put them together in their own film where they go on an adventure together and they have to team up to stop the bad guy. And that's what this movie is. And it was very entertaining. Over the top, beyond ridiculous. Plot was pretty simple. You know, a bad guy wants to use a bioweapon to basically annihilate humanity, and it's up to Hobbs and Shaw to reluctantly team up together to save Shaw's sister, who's got the bioweapon, and to outwit this bad guy at every turn they can, leading to nothing but explosions, action-packed fight sequences, army versus army, the two of them taking on the bad guy alone, and it was just a very entertaining, very funny film. A couple of surprise cameos from the likes of Ryan Reynolds, who was hysterical as a CIA agent who was acting like he was like a brother to Hobbs, who clearly did not feel the same way about him, and it was awesome because it's like the more Hobbs tried to deny that they were friends or even acquaintances, the more Ryan Reynolds' character would just eat that shit up and just keep spewing out the sentiment that they were close friends. It was hilarious. And then Kevin Hart's unexpected cameo role as well was really funny. That got a great reaction from the audience. It was a full house tonight in the theater. And you know, just the constant riffing and ripping on each other between Hobbs and Shaw was also a huge delight. You know, besides the big action-packed, exciting sequences throughout the film, which there is plenty of, you know, just the banter and the ripping on each other was hysterical. You know, we were all laughing quite out loud. But another part that really cracked me up, simply because of how unrealistic and ridiculous but how entertaining it was, is when it's like guy after Hobbs's brothers, like guy after guy shows up, each one in a different car, and there's like 4 or 5 cars just elevating off the ground because they're being slightly pulled away by Brixton's helicopter, which leads to The Rock, you know, pulling a Captain America move where he's using nothing but the chain to pull the helicopter back, and it was unbelievable and really funny. I don't know if it was meant to be funny, but it was very funny. And it was just an overall outrageous film because of how just beyond belief it was. Like, if you just go into this movie and shut your brain off, you're gonna have a good time. If you enjoy the Fast and Furious films, you are going to love this movie. Also, there's some pretty funny post-credit scenes towards the very end, which I'd recommend sitting through. And I think the funniest part in the movie for me was honestly when they have to create new identities to get on a plane, and of course Shaw creates their identities, and he gives Hobbs's name Mike Oxmall. Mike Coxmall. That was the best. And so that was my favorite, funniest scene. And then my favorite action scene, and there's a lot of great, awesome action sequences and explosions and unrealistic stunts, but I really enjoyed the big climactic battle between Hobbs's Samoan brothers and family members, and versus Brixton and his army of mercenaries, and how it was all very hand to hand. You know, they were just using clubs and other like weapons, and they disabled the guns so it'd be more of a fair fight. And then it was just an awesome fight. And then I love the tag team effort that Hobbs and Shaw have to do to finally take down Brixton. I thought that was very cool as well. It was just a very unrealistic but very entertaining, exciting movie that I would probably see again and see it on the biggest screen possible to really appreciate just the sheer spectacle and excitement of this movie. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this movie as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more film reviews like this one and to stay up to date on other upcoming films throughout the rest of the year. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw is now playing in theaters. Check your local listings for times. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend if I don't see you. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.